Straight up. We are having technical difficulties this morning, but we're figuring it out. We are such newbies at this. I just hope you can hear us. For those of you that are just joining us, this is Kevin.
Hi.
He's running for the Idaho State Senate, and I am his wife, Sherry. The day he claims me, which is every day, right?
That's right. Best part of my life. It's great. Well, I am running for, as Sherry says, I'm running for the Senate seat in District 30 here in Bonneville County. And you have joined Breakfast with the Cooks. And we're excited to be with you this morning. We have a lot of things to talk about. Lots of things happened this month. One of the craziest things, I'll just tell you a little experience with the BYUI kids, as a lot of them had plans to get married and been married in this summer or late this spring, and as the coronavirus came on, things kind of changed. The Rexburg Temple closed and several other temples closed, and then all the temples closed, so they started moving their dates up and closer so they get married. And then Governor Little comes out and says no marriages whatsoever in the state of Idaho. There's no receptions, no nothing, and so
well,
it was weird.
When the temple closed, they were going to have their bishops marry them.
Yeah.
And then Governor Little did that, so no longer can they get married, period, in the state of Idaho.
Yeah, it's just really weird. And so we got, instead of having one of the most wonderful, awesome times for these kids, it's been very frustrating. So anyway, I feel sorry for them, but we'll get over this. So today we wanted to talk about, we're on day 3 of Governor Little's stay-at-home order.
And our teenager is going absolutely bonkers.
And I'm sure the young mothers are just the same with young kids. That's tough.
Yes,
but
true.
Today, instead of talking about focusing on political stuff, we wanted to talk about businesses. Some of our local businesses are the backbone of our community and of our state and country, but we want to focus on Idaho Falls, Bonneville County, Ammon, Yukon, businesses that are here. So 3 questions that we've kind of asked. One is, how is the coronavirus affecting your business? 2, what creative things are you doing as a business to keep the doors open? And 3, what can we do as a community to help? And we've got lots of information back. We've had text messages and instant messaging and stuff on the
emails and phone calls. And
so I don't know if we can get to all of it, but it's been really interesting to hear.
Well, and I think all of our community has come together. You know, like my little mama claws have come out, like, what can I do to help support these businesses?
And believe me, you don't want the mama claws out.
You don't, because I get so protective and I just want to help. And you know, we didn't necessarily eat out a lot or do a lot of things, more because of our budget. We're always on a tight budget. We're really trying to watch things. But since this has happened, we've really tried. Like, we're trying to eat out more. We're trying to do more things just to support our local economy. And that's what I mean by like being super protective. It's like, I just want to help. We just want to help. And I've seen that over and over on Facebook. Everyone wants to help each other, and they're banding together to do that.
We got an amazing community here. We really do.
Best.
It's awesome.
The best.
But so I called around and talked to a few of the business owners to see what they were doing. And so maybe just to share that. But in the meantime, if you have questions or comments or something that you see that the businesses are doing or what we can do as a community to help, instant messages, text us, whatever you want. Let us know and we'll try and get to that and give some feedback on that. Okay. First of all, I called the Garcia's. Garcia's is one of our favorite restaurants of a many that we like to eat out, and not very often, but we do eat out. I talked with Ken Despot. He is the owner-operator there, and he said, you know, it's tough. It's very tough. Says, but they're making things happen. They've started doing curbside and delivery, and his big concern was his employees. But he says, things are working out. It says, but every order helps. And so where you can, if you can just eat out once a week, that would be great to make an order.
And haven't you found that all the owners you've talked to, It was about the employees. It wasn't about them and their business. It was totally about the employees.
That is so true. As I talked with them, the first thing out of their mouths was, "Well, we're concerned about our employees. What can we do to help them?" And so that was just really, really cool. They treat their employees like a family. They really do.
They are their family.
Yeah. So that's kind of cool. The another one we hadn't talked to, but we had saw about was First Family Medical Center. Dr. Flint Packard and Boyd Southwick. They offer virtual appointments. That's kind of strange, but it's kind of cool. So especially for those who are at risk, they can call their doctor and have a video conference or a phone call, and they can try and diagnose what's going on with them and make prescriptions and move forward with that. And so
that's genius.
It's kind of cool what they're doing there.
And really all the doctor offices are taking extra precautions, and you kind of check in from your car and they bring paperwork or meet you at the door with paperwork, and then they call you or text you or whatever to let you know that it's time. Or Chelsea went to the pediatrician and they had a special door for the well babies and went right in and right out, and everyone's adapting. They're wonderful.
It's interesting. It's very interesting what's happening. This wasn't a business, but it was kind of cool. We saw Sherry was playing some music yesterday, and it was a live concert at Fairwind Estates.
Oh, that band was so amazing. I wish I knew who they were. I guess they went through to several places throughout the community and performed. But the one we saw was at Fairwind Estates, which for those of you that don't know is a retirement community. And it's kind of in a U shape. And they were just on some kind of truck trailer that they'd set up all their equipment and everything. And they were playing, and they sounded so great. And the patrons just really appreciated it. What a neat thing.
So they were in a trailer out in the parking lot. They had people that came outside, people that opened their windows and looked out the window, but they were an incredible band.
Yeah,
they
were
really
good.
It was great. All right. Another one that is doing some creative stuff is the Paramount Pictures. As owner-operator Kent Lott, great guy. They started out just giving free popcorn away so that you could take it home and watch your favorite movie in your home. But then when the coronavirus started taking effect in Blackfoot and here and everywhere else, and then Governor Little gave his stay-at-home orders, they stopped doing that. However, they are still open. You can call in and order a certificate. And with that certificate, you can come back later when this is all over and watch your favorite movie at Paramount Pictures. And so that's kind of cool. I believe we got a text that just came in. Just 1 second here. If I can get to it.
I told you we're technologically challenged.
Not only that, but blind.
And deaf.
So this is a good one. This is from our neighbors, Kelly and Annie York. And these guys are awesome. They had talked. They said that they had just watching the news on New York and what was going on in New York City, and how grateful they were that they live here in the country, where you're not in some small apartment where you have a small pantry and you have to go to the store every day to get what you're going to eat for the next 2 days. But they have a pantry where they can store stuff. One thing that they're doing to get by is they do a lot of bartering, and so where they trade meat and chickens or eggs for different jobs. I know Kelly is a plumber, and he barters some of that for different things that they do.
Well, even we sell corn in the summer, and we've bartered before too. Or
Yep.
people have brought it up, and I hadn't even thought of that concept. It was great. They got our yummy corn, and we got their yummy whatever it was. My memory's not the greatest either. Sorry.
But one of the things that Annie was saying is that, again, buy local. Look at local people, local businesses, and help them out where you can. There's a lot of projects you can be doing right now and help out. And so that was interesting, what she had to say. Hairdressers.
Oh, yeah. You probably see the memes where people have like the white, I have hair dye, not dye, hairspray, it's black. So I'm okay, and that's what you need to do, ladies. But anyway, one of the suggestions was to go ahead and pay your hairstylist or your nail salon tech or barber. Go ahead and pay them for that month.
That's
lost my train of
just
thought.
give them a chance to have some income.
Oh yeah, because they
coming
still
in.
have to pay rent. They have to pay rent on their building or their booth or whatever. So it's still very important. But that's one thing we can do. Oh, speaking of paying, like when you do get takeout, don't forget to tip. That's still their livelihood. They still need those.
Yeah. They had a text also about the Bonneville Fall and Spring Bazaar. And so they can't do that anymore, but that's been going on for several years. And these are local vendors trying to sell some of their local stuff. And so that got closed down, of course. But they have a Facebook account where you can go on there. It's Bonneville Fall and Spring Bazaar. And you can go on there and still order and purchase items there. And so we'd encourage you to do that because that is local vendors.
Speaking of Loco, how about Kiwi Loco?
Kiwi Loco.
They have drive-through service. I don't know if Orange Leaf does. We didn't have time to call and check, but we love us some frozen yogurt. What about Lucy's Pizza?
Oh, Lucy's Pizza was interesting. So I talked with Jeff, and I'm not going to try to say his last name, but talked with Jeff. Jeff was, he's got some creative thinking. So he's got several things going. He's got Lucy's Dining Bonds, where you can go in and buy a certificate or a coupon, and you can come back later and redeem that and buy some great pizza. The other thing that they've done, which is really cool, and he says it's quite a big hit with them, is pizza packets. So you think, young mothers, you've got all these little kids at home, they're not going to school, what can you do with them? Well,
Or teenagers. Because she loves spending time with us, let me tell you. We are driving her nuts.
But you can go to Lucy's Pizza and you get this, order your favorite pizza, and it comes in a packet. Now, you don't have to do this, but this is the pizza packet. But you can come home, take the packet, and get your kids, and they all create their own pizza, and you cook it. And so that's being a big hit. It's just a different way that they're doing it. They have flash sales where they've lowered the prices so that they can just keep the doors open. But you can go in and sell, and so look for those sales.
Who else is doing sales is Abracadabras. They, right off the bat, kind of welcome the community to come in. Hey, if you need flour, if you need oatmeal, if you need just these basic things, oil, let us know. We'll get it for you. Later today, I'm going to get some buttermilk syrup from them.
Ooh,
I know, I'm
that is
so
great.
excited.
It puts the pounds on just thinking about it.
Well, yeah, and the pounds are coming on just because we're all home. Oh, no, they're not, because we're all getting outside and exercising. We are all going to be skinny in the next 3 weeks. Well, except for like the cookie place who delivers cookies.
Yes.
Maybe we won't be skinny.
The cookie place, and that's Garth and Amy Romrell is the owner operator there. They will ship cookies anywhere in the United States, and they will deliver it to you as well. But delivery has to be local. But anyway, those are great cookies.
They might want a vacation somewhere, but not right now.
Yeah. But go exercise. That's an important thing.
Oh, you got a text message.
I do. Okay, so this one is from Erin Bingham, and again, she stresses the importance of buying locally. She says buy supplies for home projects, hardware stores. If you're doing painting, it's a great time to paint. You got the kids home. They'll
that mean
deliver
we get a paint?
No.
Oh, come on.
They'll deliver the paint to the curbside. You can get your lawnmower and tillers all tuned up right now and get them ready for the summer that's coming. Your lawn's fertilized and mowed and landscaping done. So all kinds of different things outside. And again, as we talked about last week, that's a great job for kids that are home doing nothing.
And we have 8 acres. So if you have kids at home with nothing to do, you can come serve us.
All right. Let's
Pachingas.
see. Oh, Pachingas.
Love
Pachingas.
Pachingas.
I got to tell you a story about Pachingas. So the owners there are Tony and Erica Meza? Close.
You slaughter names.
Anyway,
Sorry, Tony and Erica.
So they have a son that was 8 years old when Jackson was 8 years old, and we went and did the YMCA soccer. And so while we were there, no one volunteered to coach, and so I said, "Okay, I'll coach." Well, and then we had a parents meeting right after, and I says, "Parents, I know nothing about coaching, so I will not be offended."
Not coaching. You know nothing about soccer.
True. Nothing
you
about
know
soccer.
lots about coaching and other sports.
And so I says, "Parents, if you want to retire me early, you're welcome to, or if you want to come and help." Well, no one volunteered until after the first game. After the first game, there was lots of parents that volunteered.
So
They realized I knew nothing.
About
And,
soccer.
and Tony was one of those guys that came and volunteered. And I don't know how we got on the conversation, but somewhere along the line during the season, he made this statement that my dream is to own and operate my own restaurant. And he's done that, and it is kind of cool. So the restaurant's called Pachangas. And when I was talking with Erica, one of the neat things that I got from Erica is you could see that she was emotional about her employees. She wanted to help them make sure that they had money coming in. And so they really worked to alter the jobs, the hostess, the dishwashers, have them help somehow in delivering or other things, jobs that need to be done around the restaurant. But they offer all kinds of stuff. They first started out with the takeout, and then that moved to curbside, and now they're doing delivery as well. So another great company, local company that has great food to work with.
Hey, we could actually have salsa tonight.
Oh, yes.
He's not going up to BYU, Idaho tomorrow. He doesn't have to talk to anyone. Well, except for me. Never mind.
Yeah,
You can't have
that's
salsa tonight.
But anyway, with the just some great things that are going on. Oh, Snow Eagle Brewing and Grill was another one that I talked to. Owner-operator Jerry Mitchell. I talked with him, and he just says, we're just plugging away. We don't get a lot of traffic where we're at. And again, he's offering curbside and delivery. And so there's just a lot of local businesses that need our help where you can. Guys, it's been good talking with you. Again, we can all survive. We can pull together as a community. We can make this work out. And as we push together, we can all make Idaho first. And remember to vote early, okay? Get your absentee voter out. And again, think about your local businesses.
Yeah, absolutely. Think about them. Thank you for all your ideas. I know more ideas will be coming, so if you could just comment and post. I know there's a lot of we've got a comment that there's a lot of curbside drive-ins, drive-ups, what's that word? And there's a lot of restaurants too that are actually selling their meat and selling other products.
Restaurants.
I've seen a ton that are doing that, and the prices are actually better than the grocery stores.
Yeah.
Sorry, grocery stores.
Think outside the box anyway. There's a way to do that. Again, this is Breakfast with the Cooks. Every Saturday, 10 a.m., join us. We'll be getting our subject out here shortly, and hopefully you'll join us.
And by the way,
Thank
he's
you.
running for the Idaho State Senate. We're supposed to plug that
Yes.
in, Vote for Kevin Cook.
All right. Thanks, guys.